Because you're doing it at the top of this crazy Ferris wheel at the Williamson County Fair. A famous one. This is the one that Elvis Presley actually rode on in what city?
It happened at the World Fair.
Okay. Y'all, it's smooth, right?
It is smooth.
Except I still do the little belly flop right about here. It's like, I'm terrified of heights. You guys, welcome in. It is Main Street Today time. It is Wagon Tails Wednesday, and we're going to go swimming with some pups later in the show. Hopefully, that'll all work out just fine. And we're also going to check in with what's happening in Franklin. And we're going to look at if you grew up like I did, sitting on the front porch, shelling peas by hand, and you go to church with purple thumbs on Sunday morning. Anybody remember those days? Well, field pea shelling time is happening, and we're going to go someplace that has an automatic pea sheller. I love how some of these wonderful farm markets have created ways to make life easier for everybody. And my grandma, we had pea shellers, but grandma wouldn't use them. She says they don't look them, and they put the stung peas in there with the good peas, and I don't want a worm to end up in my peas. I think I'll go with a pea sheller, and I'll just look through the peas afterward. How about that? You guys with me? We're going to uncover that. Plus, I'm going to tell you all about the Ronnie Millsap concert. His last Nashville show was last night at Bridgestone, and I got to go. Thank you, Elizabeth. Got to experience that amazing event. I was, we were like two little kids, and it was, I'm going to tell you, there were some highlights that I was not expecting. And I'll tell you more about that. And we're going to start with our amazing automatic pea shelling story coming up right after this. We're going to check in with our friends at Mid-South Exteriors.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at
MidSouthExteriors.com. Good day, everyone. Today is September the 16th of the 2023 year of our Lord. Today, guess what time of year it is? It's pea shelling time. And we're going to show you the world famous Smiley's Roto Fingers pea bean sheller from Wilson, Laurel, Mississippi. Show you how it works. First thing you do, you got to grow a pea crop. Then you got to get it harvested. Come right off Betts Road, Ridgetop, Tennessee. Next thing we got to do, we got to fill up our hopper. Fill them up. A little better. So what you got here, this is basically a reverse combine. It goes, you put your peas in, and then it just beats them out of there. So the next thing we're going to do is shut her up. Now this one, I've told people this before, this machine is dummy proof. It tells you exactly what to do. You put it on empty or shell. We're going to shell. Then you got another switcher, so turn it on first, turn it on last. Let's turn her on. You want to turn it on and let it roll a few times, get them stirred up a little. See what happens. make your grandmother jealous. If you ever seen that operating all those long, hard days of drilling beans by hand, now you can do a whole bunch on less than a minute.
That was at Smiley's Produce, and those peas came from Ridgetop, Tennessee. I was fascinated. I love how machines work. There's always somebody who can figure out how to make a machine work. And I just think that's just so fascinating. Good morning, Michelle Henry. It's good to have you here. Good morning, Elizabeth. Glad to have you there. And I tell you what, we got so many cool stories. We're going to check in with Mae Estes, who made her Opry debut back in March and since then has been on the Opry twice. And she is a new country sound. You're going to really love seeing her. She has been on stage singing since she was just a little bitty thing. And I love her story. But before that, we're going to go out to Dixon, Tennessee. My friends at Chapels, they have a wonderful talk about some farm fresh produce. A lot of the produce they have in their store comes from farmers right around the Dixon area. And they have been giving people good prices for a long time. And I love the hometown places, don't you? And they won a Main Street Award for the best grocery store in Dixon.
At Chapels, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family because at Chapels, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chapels locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
Hello, Franklin. It's Monday. I'm Eric Stuckey, your city administrator, so it must be time for the top 3 things you need to know this week. I got to tell you, here's the secret. I'm actually not in Franklin today. I'm in Austin, Texas, for the International City County Management Association annual conference. It's a great opportunity where local government professionals from across the world come together, share ideas, learn things, and so that's what we'll be doing for the next few days here in Austin. But I still have some great things to update you on about Franklin, Tennessee. So let's start. Item 1, early voting starts this Wednesday, October 4th, and it'll be running from October 4th to October 19th, Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 p.m., on Saturday, 8 to noon, and that voting takes place at the Election Commission offices on Downs Boulevard. So check that out, get out and vote. Also tonight will be a candidates forum held by Franklin Tomorrow, the Board of Realtors, Williamson Herald, a whole group of Williamson Inc., whole group of local entities coming together. And tune in on that. If you want to come to City Hall, you can view it in person, or you can watch it stream live on Facebook. And that'll be an opportunity to learn more about the candidates. So check that out. Item 2, starting on Wednesday as well, we have a couple of sessions of what we call Coffee with a Cop. And you can go to the White Bison Coffee Shop on either Carruthers or Murfreesboro Road from 8 to 9. And you can meet some officers, have some coffee, it'd be a great opportunity. And then also the following Wednesday, on the 11th of October, at the Biscuit Love and Berry Farms, you can also meet an officer, have some coffee, and again, that's 8 to 9 a.m. So that's item 2. Item number 3, while we're here at the ICMA conference, the City of Franklin's going to receive an award called the Voice of the People Award. For several years, we've done the National Citizen Survey, and they recognize ICMA and a company called Polko, who runs the survey, recognizes communities that perform particularly well in the survey in various categories. And we're receiving an award for the voice of the people in the area of local economy and the vibrancy of our local economy. So that's a nice award, speaks to one of the important hallmarks of Franklin is a vital, strong local economy. So that's item 3. That's it for now. We'll be back in Franklin soon. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
And he scores!
It has been quite the year for you. I mean, crazy stuff has been happening. Okay, let's go back to the Opry debut.
March 4th of this year. It's my nephew's first birthday. Biggest dream in the world coming true at the same time. All my family, my friends, I mean, down to the rodeo announcer, when I sang the anthem for the first time at age 7, he came all the way to Nashville from Hope, Arkansas for my Opry debut. So. It was like my wedding day times 10. Unbelievable opportunity to get to play the Opry stage, and it truly just felt like, after being in Nashville for 8 years, that country music had accepted me and that I was finally welcomed into the family officially. And so it's just a new confidence and peace that I get to carry through making my own country music for the rest of my career. And I think that's the biggest day of my life. I think future and past, I think that's as big as it gets for me. And so it's unbelievable that it happened.
Let's talk a little bit about Jeannie Seely. Jeannie welcomed you in like you were her long-lost sister. She just grabbed you up right then and there, didn't she?
Yeah, and that's when I was feeling pretty good. I had prepped myself because I used to work at the Opry, so I had worked backstage at the Opry and had at least gotten to get a little bit of the nerves out. But when I sat down with Jeannie Seely and she grabbed my hands and we're sitting on a couch like this, and she's just telling me, you're gonna go, they're gonna love you, you're gonna knock their socks off. I mean, and then we took a picture in front of Minnie Pearl, who's one of her heroes and one of my heroes, and she's one of my heroes. So just unbelievable. And that's one of my favorite things about the Opry, is how welcoming all of the Opry stars are. All of the dressing room doors are open. Mark Wills comes in and lets my mom fangirl and take pictures with him, and got to meet Gene Watson. So Opry backstage is just as fun as being on that stage in front of that crowd. So I cannot say enough great things about it, and I'm gonna beat their door down to play it for the rest of my life.
What did you do for the Opry? What were you a tour guide? What did you do?
I worked in the Opry shop, so I sold keychains, guitar picks, t-shirts, anything that they could put the Grand Ole Opry logo on, we sold it. And it was probably the lowest paying job I've ever had, which is saying something because I've had a lot of jobs. But I just saw an ad when I first got to Nashville and was trying to rack up on some jobs that could keep me in town, and it said Grand Ole Opry, and I was like, nothing at the Opry could suck. So I was like, I'll be the janitor at the Opry, like it doesn't matter. And so it ended up being an Opry shop job, and I have a name tag from that, and I wore it on my debut, which was really cool, full circle, pun intended, moment for me to get to come from the Opry shop out front to the stage.
What do we have to look forward to from Mae Estes in the coming year? I know you've got a record deal. I'm not going to ask for who, but...
Yes. We have a ton of really big lifelong dreams that have just kept coming true, and I'm just surrounded by great people is what I can attribute all of that to. I just have truly found the champions that people have told me about forever and ever. It's the most annoying thing to get to town, and people are just like, you got to find your champions. I'm like, well, I'm here. Where are they? But I truly have found them in my manager, Kendall Warren, my publisher, Stephanie Cox, and we have just started building that team out further and further. We're getting to open some really big shows. Just got to open for Lainey Wilson in Texas. That was a massive stage for me to get to be on, and a big inspiration of mine, Lainey is, so it was just cool to get to be involved. So we're just saying yes to every opportunity we can, and trying to spread the word of good country music.
How do they find you online?
MaeEstes.com will get you to everything, but I'm pretty active on all my socials, so just search Mae Estes, MaeEstes, and there will be plenty of tomfoolery for you to dive into on social media.
So has the city, the hometown of Hope, Arkansas, done anything special? Have they put you on the sign yet?
I'm not on the sign yet, but I'm coming for that sign. I don't know if that's going to be like me winning a Grammy or something before they'll do that, but it says, welcome to Hope, Arkansas, birthplace and boyhood home of Bill Clinton. And I'm coming right under Bill. I ain't been the president and don't plan to be, but I'm coming for that sign. Me and Bill going to share.
Smoking that stuff, you're rolling a long, long time, a long, long The town of Ashland City Farmers and Artisans Market provides a community connection to those residents who have lived here a while and to those who have just moved here.
With clouds and heavy rain in the forecast, the 2023 Greenway Art Festival still had plans to continue. So armed with their work, several artists braved the weather for a chance to share their creations and an opportunity to mingle with others in the art community.
I've been in search of other artists for a long time and like outlets for it, and for some reason I had a hard time finding it. So I've had a couple art friends that have told me about this event, and it's local. I love the Greenway. I love the Greenway when I'm not painting. And I was like, I really want to go there. So I got my application in just in time, like barely made the deadline, and got accepted and braved the rain this morning. Got set up and didn't drown, and here we are. It's actually turned out pretty good today. I'm glad they didn't cancel.
We start work on the Greenway Art Festival in May, and we put out for submissions, and we really work on it all year long. And then we have a ton of time to be able to go over the art, and then we jury it. So we go through, there's 2 or 3 people that look at the art to make sure it fits with our criteria of original artwork. And then we just work everything all together and make a beautiful event for the public in September.
I'm a local Murfreesboro artist, and my work is actually a combination of painting with acrylic paint and brushes and palette knives. What I strive for is to get vibrant colors and textured surfaces with the acrylic paint by applying it with the palette knife that gives it that thick texture to it. And that's the thing that really attracts viewers when they walk by and they see the vibrant colors and the textures. So that's been a really fun medium for me to work in for the past 10 years, and it's been well received. This is my first year doing the Greenway Art Festival, and I'm really excited about being out here today with the other artists participating.
We try to get a variety of different styles. We have some oil painters, some acrylic, we've got watercolors, woodcraft arts, we have ceramics. We actually have a junior portion this year, so we have Christiana Elementary and DT Tutorial is here, and it's helping teach these kids so many great things.
This is a booth that all my sisters and me made together. There's 4 of us, so we thought of the name Sister Made. So we make a lot of jewelry and like wax cord bracelets and seed bead necklaces. My sister Kaylin makes some clay bead necklaces. Krista makes some of these woven beaded bracelets, and they're so pretty. But I've always been interested in being like a small business owner, so I've always been looking for like business opportunities. And then Mom told me, hey, the Greenway Art Festival now has a booth where the kids under 18 can have a booth for free. And I was like, what? We gotta get in on this. So then we sent our we submitted our form to it, and we were accepted. Just to like see all the art of everyone, like the diversity is so amazing, and all the creativity that goes into this, it's super impressive to look at.
Everyone needs to come out to the Greenway Art Festival. It is a wonderful event, and if you didn't come this year, you missed out on some great Christmas gifts, some great birthday gifts. There's all kinds of original work here that you need to come see.
For more information on the annual Greenway Art Festival and other events, visit the Parks and Recreation Department online at www.murfreesboroparks.com.
Art is just key for kids and for grown-ups and for seniors, for people who have not found their art passion. I encourage you to find a group and find there's a medium for everyone. On Sunday, we had a great visit with Lundy Cup, who is our local pumpkin artist, but he's a world-class pumpkin artist with a brand new global book that teaches you how and shows some of his beautiful pictures of his pumpkin art. But he didn't even start carving He doesn't just carve pumpkins. He does wood sculpting and all sorts of things like that. He is an artist as well as being a musician and now author. You can add that to the list. But he didn't even start carving anything until he was 40. He said, I didn't even draw. And now he's one of the premier artisans in the world when it comes to carving. And it's just fantastic. Hey, on Sunday, there's a cool event coming up at the Graduate. Yesterday, we talked to two women who started Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, which is a great podcast. And they have got an event called Conversations with Prime Women. And included, they've got all sorts of things going on. They've got goodie bags. They've got some shopping. They've got 5 different panels discussing all sorts of things that relate to women of our age. You know, I'm sorry, say my age. You know, I don't know how old you are, but I'm going to say women who are on either side of 50 who want to discuss some of these topics that we don't usually talk about. And Mindy from Facts of Life is going to be there, and Half Pint Melissa Gilbert is going to be there. And I think that's so cool, from Little House on the Prairie. And they're going to be discussing some things that affect women of all ages. Let's see. I'm glad that you like Mae Estes sound, Elizabeth. She is just so good. And Jacqueline Marushka. Good morning, good morning, good morning. MJ, I love me some MJ. Thank you, MJ. Love the Hall of Fame plaque in the background. Love you, my friend. Well, MJ, you got my vote this year, and you're gonna get it again next year, because we're gonna get you in there, because MJ is part of our Lebanon community, and she does so many great things. It's perfect that you would weigh in on a Wagon Tails Wednesday, because you do so much for the animal communities. Just the best. Well, Conversations with Prime Women, you can go to Eventbrite and get your ticket in advance, or you can just go to the Graduate on Sunday. The Main Street Festival is coming up October 7th in downtown Gallatin, with vendors, arts and crafts, food truck shopping, live music, and all sorts of kids activities. And of course, it's free. It's from 10 to 5. And let's see what's going on. Oh, love this. Discover White House. There's a bike parade coming up this weekend starting at 10:30 a.m. The theme is Discover Your Roots. Awards are given for the bikes with the best Discover Your Roots decorations. And you can register online by today. Today is the deadline. And don't forget, Coffee with a Cop is taking place all over. We've got it in Franklin. It's happening in Spring Hill. Coffee with a Cop is this week. Do not forget. And tonight is, this week also has the Night Out for Crime. So a lot of the Parks and Rec are doing the law enforcement night out. And the Touch a Truck or Treat is the last Saturday of October in Triple Creek Park for Gallatin Parks and Recreation. So if you're looking for things for kids to do for Halloween that are safe, that you can trust, we're going to have a collection of those, and we're going to be doing some events and maybe some little scary stories that are coming up. Well, it is Wagon Tails Wednesday, and for that, we're going to go back to Murfreesboro, because they had the coolest event. Have you ever gone swimming with your pups? Have you gone swimming with your pups? Well, here's a very cool story. And Murfreesboro Parks did this, and I think it's so very cool.
The pool at Sportscom transformed into a canine paradise over the weekend as residents and their 4-legged friends gathered for the annual Puppy Plunge event.
So we are just here for the Puppy Plunge. We came last year for the first time when we had moved to Murfreesboro. So definitely had to save it on the calendar this year.
Puppy Plunge, a unique event that takes place at Sportscom's outdoor pool, brings dog owners from across the city and their furry friends to take the plunge and enjoy this late summer activity.
We're just here on the last day before they kind of close down for this season, and just really letting the dogs play and enjoy the day.
A variety of breeds and sizes enjoyed the day, and one pup with his mom was even celebrating his birthday.
There's not a lot of opportunities like this around to be able to let the dogs actually get into the pools, and I think this is my dog right here. I love it. So yeah, we're just letting them, it was Harley's birthday yesterday, so we're just kind of letting them play today.
The annual Puppy Plunge at Sportscom proves once again there's no better way to celebrate the end of summer than by making a splash with your furry best friend.
Isn't that a nice story? I love it. I love that they open the splash pad up for all the pups, and that's a very cool thing. Well, we have a very special announcement across Middle Tennessee. 3 months of tax-free groceries. That's saving 6.5% on your grocery bill for groceries and food preparation products. That's a lot of P's. Anyway, we want to make sure that you know what it is, and I make sure that you have the deadline coming up right after this.
Governor Lee announcing 3 months of grocery tax savings.
3-month-long sales tax holiday on groceries.
3 months of grocery tax savings.
Governor Bill Lee says this months-long sales tax holiday will help hardworking Tennessee families.
That's the single largest tax cut in Tennessee history.
Tennessee Works Tax Act.
Tennessee Works Tax Act.
The Tennessee Works Tax Act.
We'll see you at the grocery store.
Now, that's a public service announcement sent to us by the state of Tennessee. Now, I want to remind you here on our news portal that we have until October 31st. So it's a perfect time to fill your pantry. If you don't know how to can, you don't know how to preserve, maybe you want to put all the dry goods and the non-perishables, now is the time to get them and save that money. Well, I got to tell you, you guys are here each and every day, and we try to let you know how and where to get the best deals on everything. If you have something coming up, if you've found something that you really like, a product or a store or something, you can even send us a story. I started getting stories sent in by all sorts of you guys, and you guys are sending me some pictures, and you've also sent me some heads up. I found out about our wonderful little Serendipity Sweets in White Bluff because of you guys, and I'm so happy to share that. And I went out and visited with some folks. I've got a farm that I'm going to visit this week that I'm really excited about because they've got a fall festival coming up. It's just an everyday farm in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. They sell beef, farm fresh beef, pork, and eggs. But that's not enough to support a farm completely. And so they are educators, and they study agriculture. And so to share what they love about agriculture, they've started doing field trips and farm festivals and some little private parties to teach agriculture and what they do. And so kids can know where food actually comes from. And we're going to meet them coming up here on Main Street today, and on Devin's Table every Sunday. On social media at 9 a.m. and on Mondays, it is on our Main Street Media app. Main Street Media Television, mainstreetmediatv.com can get you in touch with all of our new media. You can find out how to listen if you want radio and you like podcast, or you can cast it to your television if you've got Amazon Fire or Roku. We are right there for you. So download our apps wherever you are and subscribe to our papers because we tell the story of you. Be safe, be kind, and remember, you are loved.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main